twice, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he's got some space here.
Okay.
And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 22. 43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get exploded.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Good one.
Jordan Addison from 21 yards away. And the Vikings are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
That crowd in the box ain't going to be too safe for you.
How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flew and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
To throw, Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Running the toss to Irving. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down, another shot for Jones. Taking it right down.
That's a good cut.
Broadway.
That block saved.
Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, 75
I want to post the what?
yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Bro, it's part of the game, bro.
Seeing some pretty good
I can say that you
offense
weren't supposed to
here
get
in
these
this first
big
It's been
run
a
touchdowns
wild
either.
start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Play it right. Kings, 180.
Mayfield off the play fake. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Still in plays. Everything I do. That's what he does. Yet, I'm not even in the playbook. Ooh, you fucked up. I seen that.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
It's 2 drives back to back from coach's suggestion, but I'm still in match play. They used to be so full of themselves. Prima donnas.
Tying this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big
hey,
play
you got to be smart, bro. I see you got a good run game, but do not let that be the only way that you progress in the offense. Because that was Mac Daddy's downfall. He depended on the run, and when he slowed down, no, I'm not saying you can't, because I haven't seen it yet. But I'm just telling you, do not depend on the run, because when you start losing, you don't want that to be your downfall. You feel me?
Here's McCarthy.
See?
To the right side and intercepted. Now they can't bring him down.
Come on, man.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll run. This is Urban, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Set. 180. Stop.
Mayfield looks to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
20. Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete.
Come on,
They'll
man.
wind up getting 7 on the
That's supposed to be a
completion, but
touchdown,
they'll still
bro.
be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now.
Dealing with Mac ass, so I didn't even look at my damn ticket.
Game and no signs of slowing
I should
down.
probably dunk. Oh, shit. That shit cooking.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
What's the name? Done.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the
See,
memory
that's
of
called
that
reading the
interception
defense.
they had the last time
Let me say that. The niggas think I can't play defense.
Even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 16. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now third down and very long.
A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's third down.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Give me that.
Oh, and his early struggles continue.
I'm telling you, man.
There's another one intercepted.
I'm telling you, bro. Niggas gonna respect me, bro. They ain't got nothing to do with you, Nick. Niggas just be trying me, bro. Niggas just be trying me, bro.
Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10.
Once again, and the coach's suggestions. The nigga saying I'm stealing their plays. Oh, fuck out of here, bro. It ain't that much plays in Madden, bro.
Once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving with his second touchdown here in this first half.
I only get disrespectful when niggas don't show me respect.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Why can't I get a fumble off the kickoff nowadays, man?
26. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points.
Oh, shit.
Out of it.
No. Oof. Nigga, you are lucky. I almost, bro. I was switching players, bro. And not players, but plays. And you caught me, but boy, I almost still back foot and caught that bit.
On play action, now McCarthy.
Nope. Come on, who's on 8?
Damn. Targeting on this drive. He caught the first two passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to it.
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. McCarthy going to throw again. Lets it fly for Thielen.
Come on, bro.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
The Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the 19-yard line.
Mayfield now. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action. Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Blocking. God
damn,
man.
Gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
You sure you want to play that far back? You're right. I ain't gonna do that.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Run.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Okay.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 81 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
You want to pursue them.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving.
Wow.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
They really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert! What's up?
Once again, it's Irving. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
180! Real. Alert! What's up?
Now Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Let's go.
Cade Otton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin.
Boy, I ain't let you talk. I didn't talk you out of it. I said don't depend on it. Listen, you gotta have a balanced game, bro.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And deep in his own territory.
Oh my God! I just said.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy.
Damn,
because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some space here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's
now,
concerned.
at this point, you're down 21. So running the ball is going to kill the clock for you more than anything.
All I know is that run right there,
so
let us know there's still some life in those legs.
That's right, you could. You could. You could.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw McCarthy.
Come on, man.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air with McCarthy.
Oh, shit. Thank God you didn't see him. I mean, you probably did see him. But
and those two just haven't been in sync thus far. We've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Don't do it, bro. I already know.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field.
That was good. That was a good throw. Good throw. I left too much space.
Hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Too much space over there. Ain't mad at that.
Throwing is McCarthy. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6.
Hey Gary, he don't want to play me no more, bro. Don't bet with him, bro.
Jones.
Yeah, pile it up, baby. Pile it up, baby.
He takes this from the 4 down to the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Now McCarthy. He'll try to pick it up himself.
Woo!
He will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
the Vikings.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Vikings 22. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Irving. Nice his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Mayfield going to try to throw for the two. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
That's Mike Evans throw. I'm just telling you, it's Mike Evans throw.
Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And that's the angle I threw it at, too.
To bring it out of the end zone.
Come on.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles.
Come on, bro.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's into the
That's
end zone.
balling, boys.
Bucky Irving, 35 yards. And the Buccaneers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
No.
He lets one go deep for Addison. And his guys are going to take
know how to position yourselves.
39-yard line.
Put them throws.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
For a first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Irving. Dancing away at the fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, 44 yards. And the Buccaneers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
22. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they're just making sure. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
No, don't do it,
I guess
Mike.
it's time
Don't do
now
it.
to lean on that leadership.
I just told you
And
don't do
now
it,
here's
Mike.
another interception. Picked up by Lavonte David. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Set. 180. What's that?
On the handoff, this is Irvin. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
These plays, yeah.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
180.
You want to call timeout? Okay, that's fine.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A run with Irvin. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because That gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because
that's not a touchdown.
A long time ago.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass
That's
attempt.
crazy.
And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
That's crazy.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
Ooh.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0.
I guess they started dying at the right time.
Like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance.
Damn, dog. I love when they do this.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to fire one deep in the field. And he's going to go down.
Good game,
His
bro.
time has now run out on this game. Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.